Very good morning to you all students. Today we are going to see the continuation of our lesson 7 spreadsheet data analysis. In our previous video we have learned to sort our data and then we have also learned to do some simple mathematic calculations using the spreadsheet. In this video we are going to find out the fastest selling item, okay, and also how to format the data and then how to print our spreadsheet. Okay children, shall we start? You all remember, no? The shopkeeper asked us some help, okay? We have learned to arrange the customers in the alphabetical order, which is known as the sorting or data, and we have also found the top 5 customers and we have given them 8% discount. Okay, now we are going to find out the fastest selling item in his shop. Okay, either chocolate or soft drink, ice cream and biscuits. Among these, which items is sold very fast, we are going to find out from the data given by the shopkeeper. Okay children. So this is I have entered the data given by the shopkeeper, okay, in the spreadsheet. Now we are going to find out the percentage of the stock, okay, which is sold. Okay, here in chocolates in stock the shopkeeper has 250 chocolates. Okay, he sold 200 chocolates. So the stock, okay, the sale of the product, okay, again which he has, okay, in his hand is 50, okay, 50 chocolates. So the stock minus the sale, okay, it gives how much the shopkeeper has in his hands is 50. Now we are going to find the percentage of the stock, okay, which is sold. So to do that we have to calculate the using the formula. So always to start enter a formula we have to first type the equal to sign, okay, equal to, I'm going to next write the cell address, okay, from which I want to start. So the cell address always consists of first the column name, okay, here the column name is C. I'm going to divide the sale of the product by the stock, okay, so C, so C, and here the row number is 2. In 2 only we have the chocolates, okay, so the row number is 2. So C2, okay, divided by, I'm going to write B2, okay. Since here the column name is B and the row number is 2, I'm going to write as B2, okay. So C2 is divided by B2, okay, and I want to multiply this with the 100, okay. So I have written, I am doing two mathematical calculations, so I have written the first calculation within the bracket, okay, then I am going to multiply it with 100, okay, the answer, okay, I am going to multiply it with 100. Once I have written the equation, then I am going to press the enter key, okay. Now I got the value for the percentage of stock sold, okay, in chocolates. Now I am going to move the data handle, okay, for the remaining products also, okay. Then I'll get the value for the remaining products. So now I have calculated the percentage of the stock sold, okay. Now I'm going to find out the fastest selling item from the percentage of the stock which is sold. To do that, okay, I'm going to represent both the datas, okay, in the form of the graph. So to do that, I'm going to first select my first data. Here I'm going to compare the stock as well as the sale of the product, okay. I'm going to compare two datas and I have selected the data and then I'm going to click insert, okay. Then, okay, you have to click the which type of chart you want, okay, and then your data gets represented in the form of the chart, okay. Here you can have the data label. If you have data label, then it will be easy for you to compare, okay. So from this diagram you can see, okay, what you can see, the stock and the sale comparison, okay, which clearly shows that there is a large amount of gap between the stock and sale for soft drinks. So number 4 corresponds here to the soft drinks. Okay, 1 chocolates, 2 ice cream, 3 biscuits and the 4 soft drinks. Okay, so here only the difference is very large. Okay, so the slower selling item is the soft drinks. Okay, then which item is sold very fast? We have to compare the data. So ice cream, number 2 is sold very fast, which is the ice cream. So here the difference is only 10. So the shopkeeper has only 10 ice cream remaining with him. So this is the fastest selling item. Okay, then if we represent the data for the percentage of stock sold also, we can easily find the fastest selling item. Now you compare these two datas, okay, these two graphs. Okay, you can easily say, no, say here you see only for this, okay, number 4, okay, which is the soft drinks, we are having the very low, okay, sales, and then for ice cream we are having the fastest selling product. Okay children, have you all understood? So any information can be easily represented in the form of a list or tables or mind maps or even graphs. Okay, then according to the information only we need to decide, okay, in which form we are going to represent our information. So usually the data are better explained with the form of the graphs only. So I have used graphs to represent my data. So clearly by seeing the graph, okay, without the values, you can just tell, okay, which is the fastest selling item. Okay children, have you all clear? Now we are going to find which kind of the fastest selling item is sold the most. Okay, we have found out that the ice cream is sold very fast. Okay, now we are going to find which kind of ice cream is sold very fast. Okay. Now you can see the varieties of ice cream, okay, and their stock and how much is sold. Now we are going to calculate the remaining ice cream. So to calculate the remaining ice cream, okay, I am going to minus the stock, okay, and the sold. So to do that, I am going to write the equation equal to, okay, C2 minus, sorry, first we have to write B2, okay, B2 minus C2. And then I'm going to press enter. Okay, then I'm going to move the handle, okay, data handle, and then I'm going to calculate the remaining ice creams also. Okay, now I'm going to calculate the percentage of sold ice creams. Okay, as we done, okay, in our previous sheet, now we are going to follow the same only. You have to write the formula equal to, okay, I'm going to divide first. So C2 divided by B2, okay, I'm going to multiply it with the 100, okay, and then I'm going to press enter. So 20% of family pack ice cream is sold. Okay, now I'm going to move the handle and I'm going to find the data for the other ice creams also. Okay, now we have found out the percentage of sold ice cream for various types of ice cream. Now you see the data, which kind of ice cream is sold the very most. So the cone ice cream is sold very most, okay, and then followed by the cup ice cream. Since it is sold, 90% of the cup ice cream was sold, so this occupies the second place, okay, and the third will be the stick ice cream, and finally the least sold ice cream will be the family pack ice cream. So which kind of ice cream, okay, the shopkeeper needs to keep in stock more is the cone ice cream as well as the cup ice cream, since that two only having the percentage of sold are very large. Okay, now you can also represent this in the form of a graph, and then you can find the fastest kind of selling ice creams also. Okay, next we are going to learn how to format our data. Suppose if I want to add another row, okay, before this, okay, before this heading, okay, what I need to do? First I have to select the cell, okay, before which I want to enter a new row. Then I have to right click it, okay, then I have to go to the option insert. Okay, then since I need a entire row to be inserted, I'm clicking this option entire row. Okay, and then I'm selecting OK. Then a new row gets added. Okay children, now I'm going to type here a heading. So ice cream sale in a month. Okay, I have changed the font. Okay, and then I have made that title as bold. Okay, now you see the heading. Okay, it goes to B and C column also. To avoid that, I want the heading within the column A only. So to do that, first I have to select that cells. Okay, and then I have to click the option merge and center. So this is the merge and center icon. Okay, I have to click that. Now you see the data gets merged between these cells. So this is how you merge the center the cells. So if the size keeps increasing, then we can easily do with the help of this merge and center option. Now I'm going to, instead of percentage sold, I'm going to type here as percentage. See, the text overlaps with these two columns also. So in order to avoid that, I want the percentage within the column E only. So in order to do that, first I'm going to select it. Then I'm going to right click it. I'm going to choose the option format cells. Then here, I'm going to select the cell. Right click it and choose the option format cells. Here I'm going to choose the option alignment. Here you can see the text control. You can either wrap the text or the you can click the option shrink to fit. You can shrink your text or else you can merge the cells. So either you can click this icon to merge or else you can right click, go to format cells option, then alignment, and then you can also click the option merge cells. So I'm going to give it as shrink to fit. Then I'm going to click OK. Now you see the size gets reduced. And our text is shrink to fit within this column. Now if suppose I want to do the wrap text automatically, what it does, it expands the cell vertically so that the text does not spread across the neighboring cell, and all the text contains is very visible very clearly. See here, I'm going to select it, go to the format cells option. In alignment, I'm going to select the wrap text option. Then I'm going to click OK. See here, now it is the same, the font and the size is not reduced, but we can get the title within the same column itself. So this is how we wrap the text. So these are the various formatting options we can use to format our data. Children, and then now we are going to see how we can print the various portions of the spreadsheet. So to do that, first what you have to do is you have to first select the data which you wants to get printed. Since the spreadsheet contains several empty rows and columns that we do not use to enter our data, when these gets printed, when you click just without selecting, if you click print option, then everything gets printed. So for us, we need only the data which we enter needs to get printed. So first we have to always select the data, then you have to click file, and then you have to go to the option print. Then you have to choose the various options for which you want to print. So this is how your get when you print it, it will be like this only. You can change the pages, so how many pages you want to print, okay, then what is the size you want, whether you want A3 or A4, okay, you can change the size of the paper also, okay. Then the margins, you can change the margins, and then finally you can click the print option to get the print, okay. Now we have learned to find the fastest selling item and the kind of the fastest selling item, and we have also learned to enter and format our data, and then we have learned to print our spreadsheet, okay. Now the activity for you is, just think yourself as a shopkeeper, okay, who is selling different kinds of fruits, okay. You are a shopkeeper and you are selling different kinds of fruits. For example, apple, mango, grapes, orange, okay. You are selling some different kinds of fruits, okay. You have to enter the values for the fruits, okay, which you have in your stock, okay. Say for example, mango you are having, okay, some 100 mangoes, okay. Then apple is 200, okay. So you have to write the fruits which you have in the stock, okay, the values, and then you have to write the total number of fruits, okay, which is ordered by the customer. Say suppose your friend is the customer, okay, he is coming to you and he is asking you, okay, I need 150 mangoes, okay. So the fruits in hand in your stock is 200 mangoes and your friend has ordered 150 mangoes, okay. And the number of fruits you delivered to the customer, say if you are having 200 fruits, okay, your friend is asking 150, and some fruits they may be rotten or some fruits will be not be looking nice. So how much fruits you are giving to the customer? He asked you 150. So you say suppose you can give all the 150 mangoes to him, okay. The mango should be very good only, then you can sell it to the customer, no. So if it is not good, okay, so you can give only them 120 fruits, okay. So you have to write, okay, how many number of fruits you are delivering to the customer, okay. It can be the number which he ordered, or else it can be either low also, okay. You have to decide, just decide and write, okay. You enter all these value, assume your own values and you can enter, okay. Then you have to calculate the percentage of the fruits delivered by you, okay, here, okay. For this you have to find the percentage, okay, and also calculate the remaining fruits, okay, which is available in the shop, okay. So whatever we have learned from this video, okay, the same calculation you are going to do. If you are having computer in your home, okay, do it in the Excel, okay, and then take a photo, okay, of it, and then you can send it to me, okay. If you are not having computer, then it is okay, okay, write, do the calculations, everything in your note, okay, take photo and then send it to me, okay children. If you are having computer, just do all the calculations in the using the Excel, okay, and represent your data in the form of a graph, okay, like how we learn from this video, okay, and represent it and take a photo and then you can send it to me, okay. If you, or else you do no calculations in your note and then you can send it to me. So you have to find the percentage of the fruits delivered by you and also calculate the remaining fruits which is available in the shop, okay. And then you are going to find, okay, which fruit is sold very most, okay. The fruit which is the fastest selling fruit you are going to find, and you are going to represent your data, okay. Which data are you going to compare and represent is the fruits ordered by the customer and the fruits, okay, in the stock, okay, and the remaining fruits in the shop. So first you are going to compare. The first graph is between the fruits ordered and the fruits you delivered, okay. So you are ordered, okay, you receive how much order from the customer and how much you delivered to the customer. First you are going to compare for these two, okay, these two datas you draw a graph, okay, and then in second graph you draw for the fruits which you have in the stock at first how many fruits you had. So after delivering to the customer, remaining how much fruits you have in your hand. Just compare these two datas, okay, in your second graph. Have you all understood, students? So in your first graph you are going to compare the data, okay, the fruits ordered by the customer and then the fruits which is delivered to you by the customer. In second your graph you are going to compare the fruits which you initially have in the stock. So for example, the mangoes, I told you, no, 200 mangoes initially you have in stock, okay, and the remaining fruits in the shop. So the remaining mangoes, after giving to the customer, how many mangoes you have in your hand? If you are giving to the customer 130 mangoes, okay, then how many remaining mangoes will you have in hand? 70 mangoes, because already you are having 200 mangoes. In that you're given only 130. So remaining you will have 70 mangoes in the shop. So you have to compare these data in your second graph. So do it clearly, children. Okay, take the photo and then you can send it to me. If you're not having computer in your home also, it's no problem. Just you draw in your note. Okay, you draw the graph in your note, do the calculations in your note, enter the values, and then you can send it to me. Okay, children. Thank you.